Our organizations have a simple focus. All of our organizations have a common theme, is that we place our people and our community first. We try to take a page out of Gary Vee's book and be as empathetic as possible in all of our business practices. We do everything that we can to approach every problem and interaction that we have with empathy first, and try to understand the position that we're and the problem that we're trying to solve by putting ourselves in our customers and our clients' shoes. And I think that gives us an opportunity to do a better job than most, because that's our first priority. I think that the one thing that everybody tends to be the most surprised about is that we do business all over the world. We've got clients in Israel, we've got clients in England, we've got clients in Australia, all over the United States. We do a great job of representing Youngstown and small business and entrepreneurs all over the world. We've started here in Youngstown. Our main headquarters is here in Youngstown. We're still a very small organization, but we have a pretty impressive reach for an organization of our size. I think that people have been surprised to hear about how I've gotten my start. I started at an early age. I started at Blue Beacon Truck washing semi-trucks. I worked through high school and college, working full-time while I was going to school. During that time, I learned a ton about what it takes to build a successful business from a company that had built a national brand. I had learned a lot about what it takes to work hard and what it takes to accomplish the goals that you set out for yourself. And I think that it's been interesting to apply the different lessons that I have been able to learn in that organization in regards to managing people and dealing with different personalities, and the lessons that I learned for that period of time, for that 6-7 years that I was working at the Blue Beacon, allowed me to set some foundations that have been critical in how we've built a lot of our businesses. I'm excited about our future here locally. I've been able to see a lot of positive change in Youngstown over the course of the last 12 years of my professional career, and I think that we've seen more and more people that are coming back to the area, and more people that are starting to join in that positive mentality about Youngstown. And I think that to me has been something that has changed drastically over the course of the last decade or so. It seemed to be that those of us that were positive about Youngstown were in the minority, and now it seems to be more of a consensus that many more people and organizations are excited about what we have to offer here in the Valley. I think the most concerning thing to me and my family is the quality of information that we consume in the media. I think that that's something that has become a bigger and bigger problem over the course of the last 10 years, and as social media has kind of taken over the way that we consume information, it's gotten scarier and scarier about verifying information and quality content and the ability to make informed decisions. So I think that one of the things that we see in a lot of our young folks is teaching them how to do correct research, teaching them how to actually form an opinion based off of real facts and verifiable information, rather than just consuming what's put in front of them. So I think that I would hope to see over the course of the next 5, 10, 20 years that we come up with a way to solve that problem and provide one another with better content and information for us to make more educated decisions. One of the things that I was lucky enough to be taught early in my career was how to communicate effectively. And the most important thing that I think that one of my mentors taught me, Harold Davis, who's the founder of our HD Davis CPAs, was listening is 98% of communication. And I think that if we as a local community and as a larger community can perfect how we listen to one another, and not just listen to respond, but listen to learn and listen to get better, both as a smaller group and a larger group, I think that would go leaps and bounds in terms of our advancement, both as a small community and as a larger world. My advice to someone entering the workforce would be to, when you walk in the door, your job is to make an impression. From day one, your job is to make yourself invaluable. One of the most memorable interviews I ever had was with a kid that came in and said, "I don't care what you're going to pay me when I start. I'm confident that within 30 to 60 days, you're going to know that we're meant to work together for a long time." So my advice would be, come in and prove your value and show your value right away, and do what it takes to learn as fast as you can. One of my hobbies is watching documentaries on Netflix. One of my favorites is about Ronnie Coleman. Ronnie Coleman was a famous bodybuilder in the 90s, huge giant of a man. And one of his quotes was just fantastically applicable to everything. And he said, "Everybody wants to be a bodybuilder, but nobody wants to lift these heavy ass weights."